Belligerent, mean, stubborn, unprofessional. That's how people who work for the McKinley County District Attorney describe her. Creating a hostile work environment is one major reason behind the Attorney General's push to remove Bernadine Martin from office. Now, in a KRQE investigation, for the first time, former employees are speaking up, sharing their experience with reporter Ann Perrette.
It's been a few years, but I can never forget.
The truth needs to be told, yes. And it's been too long that we have kept quiet.
It's like a film that I can still see what she did, what she said. It's something you don't forget. I don't forget it.
They endured what they describe as emotional and mental abuse for years, caused, they say, by their boss, District Attorney Bernadine Martin. We've been digging into the dysfunction inside DA Martin's office for months. Dysfunction law enforcement, the community, and the Attorney General all say has led to criminals getting off the hook. Our coverage convinced 3 former employees to speak up, but because they're afraid of retaliation, we are not showing their faces or sharing their names.
She's fighting everything she can just to try and get her way. And I feel like once we come out, she's going to try to do the same thing to us. And we don't have like the resources I feel like she uses.
You're still scared of her?
Yeah, I am.
The vindictiveness.
Martin was elected to serve the McKinley County community, to hold people accountable for their actions. But people who worked for her say she'll never hold herself accountable. They've said that you belittled them, that you're nasty to them. After the Attorney General used those accusations to take the drastic step of requesting the state Supreme Court remove Martin, we asked her again.
I'm shocked at the comments made about a hostile work environment, because I always believe everybody got along. The work is moving, people are showing up, people are smiling, people get their breaks, they get their lunches.
Martin took office in January 2021. Since then, personnel records we obtained show at least 45 employees, both support staff and assistant prosecutors, quit or were fired by Martin. A few wrote in their resignation letters they could no longer stand the hostile work environment Martin created.
We would hear her coming down the hall, and it was like everybody just kind of froze. You know, we got scared, actually, because we didn't know who in the office was going to get yelled at.
All 3 women served as support staff for the DA and assistant prosecutors, positions 2 of them held for years before Martin was elected.
We took care of each other, we backed each other up, even with the attorneys. And no problems with them, and then all of a sudden they're disappearing.
Because they say with Martin in charge, none of them felt respected as members of a team anymore.
If it wasn't done her way, she didn't want to hear it.
One of the former employees says Martin also kept close tabs on her.
I guess she tried looking for me one day, and I was out printing subpoenas, and she sent out an email and she told me, you have to let me know when you go on break and when you come back. She's like, you're away from your desk too much. I don't know what you're doing.
At another point, she asked for a raise because of the increase in workload with everyone leaving. And she says Martin accused her of making mistakes without any proof, and then told her people who work late don't make mistakes. But
she would tell us, you have to leave at 5 because you're not going to get paid for overtime.
Another employee accused of messing up says she never even received training.
I was just thrown in there, and they kept telling me, we're going to help you, we'll help you. But that never happened. And then she says, well, why didn't you come ask me? And I said, I've tried.
Martin fired her during the probationary period, a move records show the DA made with 10 other employees within 3 years.
It hurt. It really hurt. And now I just see her being by herself and struggling, you know, and all I can say is karma.
Another pattern, documents show when Martin got upset with a long-term employee, she put them on administrative leave for a time and then fired them.
This wasn't just a job that I'm going to go to and just, oh, I got a paycheck. No, it was my career. Worked hard to get there.
A dream job for all three of them, which is why the third tried to hold out, not expecting Martin would be reelected for a second term.
If she did leave, I would go back.
Why is that?
Because I loved what I did there. When a victim can't speak for themselves, you're there to process and make sure their case gets through the system and that they're heard through the justice system, I feel. And I feel like she took that all away from them.
Ann Perrette, KRQE investigates.
The Attorney General's request to the Supreme Court to remove Bernadine Martin was filed last month. In it, we learned Martin retaliated against her former assistant prosecutors by filing complaints against their license to the state disciplinary board. Investigators called the complaints frivolous and vindictive practice that has likely discouraged any other attorneys from working in McKinley County.